my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. It's a wonderful Tuesday. We got a conversation to talk about on Game Pass Tuesday drop. Insane stuff. Again, Team 17 is killing it. I appreciate it. I appreciate Game Pass. I appreciate all the stuff that I'm able to get. But if it's your first time finding this channel, please hit the like, follow, and subscribe. If you want to become a member is the lifeblood of the stream. Members got perks, just like you got perks if you're a Game Pass subscriber. Now, listen, I stream video games daily. And lo and behold, today I was streaming the most anticipated game for the PlayStation. I was streaming Gears. The Gears that they going to get on August 26th. I was streaming that version. I was streaming that today, the remastered version of Gears. It's incredible. It's fun. You know what's the best part about being an Xbox guy? The best part about being an Xbox guy is that same exact game that they're pre-ordering right now is available right now for you to buy and play. Now, when the upgrade does come out, because it's an upgrade, it's not built from the ground up. None of that stuff that they're talking about, that's not real. But when the upgrade does come out, then we get it for free. So if you're in Game Pass or Game Pass Ultimate, you get that automatically for free. Those are the perks that you get. But other great news that we got today was Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer. Now that Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer, perfect. I cannot wait to dive into that game. I cannot wait to check it out. But the bigger thing that I got today that you guys are going to be interested in is Halo. I got information on Halo, and Halo is dope. It looks so dope. You got new weapons, new skins, new modes, new everything inside Halo. I see Xbox seems to have gotten a huge influx of cash. Like, I don't know what's going on. It seems like they got a new revenue stream, new money coming in from someplace. It's like they have a fan base of like 80 million people all of a sudden. And they're getting this money and they're giving it back to us, the gamers, over in the Xbox ecosystem. And I appreciate it. I mean, of course, some older games are going to go to platforms that are in more need, than the needy, the homeless. You got to feed the homeless. You got to feed the needy. It seems like that way. But, hey, man, look, I personally am appreciative for them looking out for us. Because at the end of the day, what matters, right? It matters that we have more gamers in this pool and you guys are helping us out, playing the older stuff, bringing the older stuff back to life, right? Can't wait to talk about these topics because Xbox has a new controller and I need that controller. So if you guys are asking, why King streaming so hard? Why King going so hard? I got to get that controller, bro. I got to get that controller. Y'all saw that controller. You're going to act like you ain't see that damn controller? This controller looks incredible. I need this controller. Now, you may not need this controller, but Xbox Frontline News, I need this controller. It's worth that $200. Now, all I got to do is get enough super chats and the kid going to go get it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I got faith in that controller. Ooh, boy, I want it. Now, don't get me wrong. Limited run is good for certain things, but all the controversy and stuff that limited run had going for them, me personally, I kind of stood away from it with all the disingenuous stuff. So a lot of times, you hear people talk about limited run and it's in a bad light, right? It's not in a great light, but I didn't know that new games were being released on the Mega Drive and, Sega Genesis for us in these states. Well, Eartheon is a shooter. I'm a huge side-scrolling shooter fan. I'm a shooter fan in general. And I grew up on it, and that's one of the main reasons why I like Genesis over the Nintendo for the shooters that they did have. And then I gravitated towards the PC Engine Turbo Graphics because of the shooters that they had. And I felt that the best shooters were, Japanese shooters. And I loved everything that came from Japan. So for a large period of time, my selections really was about shooters. Now, finding out that Eartheon is going to be released for the Switch, the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S, I'm truly ecstatic to get this game. Now, me personally, what it means to me is I'm able to play this game on my ROG Ally when I travel. I like to play 16-bit pixel art games on my handheld devices. I don't know why that is. Maybe I might play it on a larger screen, but I guess it takes me back to my childhood when I was playing on my Lynx or my Game Gear or other handhelds, my Turbo Express, or maybe even my Game Boy. All right, but or my Nomad. I really love playing on my Nomad. But listen, when this game comes out, I'm definitely gonna get it. I like pixel art, and I think pixel art is probably the best way to go at this moment for my handhelds. So now that all the hype has waned down from Gears of War announcement going to the PlayStation 5, us Xbox guys really get to look forward to, if you're in Game Pass or if you purchased the Ultimate Edition of Gears, then you understand it's a free update for you. So really what you get is the 4K resolution, 60 frames per second in campaign, 120 frames per second in multiplayer, high dynamic range, that's, HDR, Dolby Vision 7.14 Dolby Atmos, 7.14 3D spatial audio, that's for the PlayStation, variable refresh rate, VRR, if you have TVs that's able to do so, 4K acid and remastered textures. That goes a long way, because if you look here, you see it looks really clean and nice. Enhanced post-processing visual effects. So again, you don't get that noise when you're visual noise inside your game. Improved shadows and reflection, super resolution, and improved anti-aliasing, and zero loading screens during the campaign. Now, all of this stuff is well and dandy, but you don't have any horde mode. You do get multiplayer, and we do get a chance to play with a new batch of people. If you saw me today playing on Frontline Gaming streams, you saw I was streaming Gears, and pretty much that's exactly what's going over. The resolution bump is welcome, 60 frames per second in campaign mode. That's a welcome thing, but it's just par for the course. That's the reason why it's just a $40 game. And I appreciate them trying to infuse more individuals into the multiplayer aspect of the games. If I'm looking at the pillars, the multiplayer aspect of the games, of which they're sending over, seems to be a driving force into pushing the economics value of the proposition, and it's a cool thought. So again, Gears, August, for your Xbox now, and Game Pass. Right? So, again, this is going to be fun. I just want to know how many people pre-ordered. I think it's going to be a huge month in August. If you're like myself, you got the information that Grand Theft Auto trailer dropped. I was on the phone talking to my wife, and I got a text message, and it was like, "It's a trailer." Boom. I was like, "Babe, we got to go." Jumped off the phone, watched it on my phone, and I was just like, "Oh, CGI," right? And then I actually got home and I said, let me see the trailer, watch the trailer again on a big screen. And I was in disbelief. I'm not even gonna hold you. My first concern was, they said the Series S could do this. These guys got to be wizards. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but it's not my concern. 30 frames per second is, looks like it. I saw, screen, 30 frames. It didn't look smooth. It looked good. It didn't look super smooth. Everybody's touting it's going to play best on the PlayStation 5 Pro. I beg to differ. I believe that they held it off knowing that the Xbox console is coming out next year, knowing that the Xbox Handheld is going to be released this year. So the best place to play will be on the Xbox platform, or Steam. I think the PlayStation is going to be just around the same, a little bit higher than the Series S. So again, the game looked phenomenal. The locales look phenomenal. The characters look phenomenal. On some stuff, the detail was ungodly. And then I started putting my mind into the mindset of what can it actually really look like when you're playing. See, it's different to show you cinemas and show you cutscenes and show you instances. It's very different from gameplay, right? So we got pretty much to no gameplay being shown, but we got a lot of cinema and cutscenes. And in that hides this true story. What does the game truly look like? What does it really look like? Cutscenes is one thing. What am I playing? Am I truly playing something that is transcending? Or am I playing something that seems to be familiar with beautiful cutscenes? I think Grand Theft Auto 6 somewhere lies in the middle. When we got a chance to play Red Dead Redemption 2, cutscenes, godly, open world, beautiful, but it seemed kind of familiar. It was kind of par for the course for the generation of where we were, graphically, fidelity-wise, and stuff like that. Remember, we got to take video game sensibilities back into place because it has to be a presentable product in order for us to play the game. There has to be a fundamental game mechanic that actually works for gamers. So again, beautiful looking game. May 2026. I mean, I really can't get super excited for something that's that far out when there's too many games that I got to play now and too many games that I am playing now. So again, beautiful title, beautiful graphics, fidelity is incredible, but where's the gameplay? Show me a gameplay trailer. Really wet my whistle, pause. Get me to the point where I'm like, all right, cool. I definitely can't wait for that. But from everything I've seen, still intrigued. Hopefully they allow me to play this trailer now. So if you're watching the trailer now, then you'll understand. It took they like flagged me for one trailer that I had up before, which was crazy. So I had to run back and cut a video before. So hopefully that didn't happen today. The Game Pass Drop Tuesday brings you another little indie game from Team 17. Now, Team 17 has been hitting it out the park. Me personally, I believe so. I believe they're one of the indie companies to look at, and they really drop some really good games. But Dredge is a fisherman game, but is different. It's flat shaded polygons and has a little story to it, and there's weird characters inside the game where I guess they give you missions in order to go fishing. You go out into the sea at night, and it's kind of a lonely type of a game, but it takes like 15 to 20 hours to finish it, right? But that's the base game. But then there's extra stuff that you're able to do in order to get more out of the game. I just think it's strange. It has a little thing to it. It has a little creepy. It has terrors in it. They give a little horror twist to it. Listen, I used to play Sega's fishing, right? But this seems to be a little bit intriguing. Is it something that I'm going to dive into inside Game Pass? At the moment, not right now. I'm playing some Doom. But Game Pass Drop Tuesdays is a thing. Game Pass seems to keep on this cadence. Now, this game is for Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass Standard, Game Pass PC. It's on, the Xbox Series S and S and PC and cloud. So you can stream it. You can try it out. You remember, you can stream the game before you download the game, or you can play the game while you can stream it while you're downloading the game to see if you like the game. But something to look forward to, Dredge. It's a fisherman game, and you wouldn't think so by the name, but the name is befitting the game because it has like a little horror twist. I was hit with the question on, somebody hit me up and was like, yo, should I get a PlayStation 5 Pro? And I said, why wouldn't you? And then, he was just like, well, I got a PlayStation 5. And I said, okay, how seriously do you game? How much do you care about your gaming? And he said, I care. I said, listen, the moment it was available, I went and got one. Now, what I did was my son was playing on the PlayStation 4 Pro, and I just gave my son my PlayStation 5 base, and I just kept the PlayStation 5 Pro. My son is a good kid, right? So, but had I didn't have a son, then I would have just, traded my PlayStation 5 base in for the Pro. The reasons, larger storage, better fidelity on, a lot of things. In the beginning, it was kind of rocky. I just really didn't pay attention to other people. I tend not to care exactly what anybody says when it comes to how I want a game. I knew it would do what I expected it to do. And it's kind of rounding that tank now, is getting to where I feel that the PlayStation, if you shouldn't have a PlayStation 5 base, you should only have a Pro. That's my opinion of it. So really, I'm just like, I look at people weird. But, this guy here, got the PlayStation 5 Pro, and he traded in a couple of other things. He traded in his PlayStation 5 and his PlayStation 4 Slim, and then he got it. Now, I find it still strange because a lot of people still happen to have their old consoles when the new consoles show up. And for me, a long time ago, what I would do is I would just trade my old console in and get the new console. And that way, that would, take me to the next stuff. This generation is particularly odd considering that the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 generation was so much cross-gen. This generation has been a largely cross-gen remastered generation. Now, whereas the Xbox had remasters, but their remaster seems to come every iteration of the console. This generation for PlayStation has been more remakes and remasters during the same generation, which seem like it's bogging it down. But they also had a mid-gen refresh, which is the PlayStation 5 Pro. So in doing so, like, I was looking at Returnal today, and they have a patch, and I'm going to go play my PlayStation 5 Pro for the Returnal, right? My thing is, I'm a huge tech fan. My question is, if you do happen to have a PlayStation 5 Pro, what made you get it? Was it I had to have it day one? It was a better option that was out there? Because my opinion is, if an Xbox came out with an Xbox Series X Pro, then I would get rid of my X, right? Because I have two of them. So I would probably get rid of both of them and just get the X Pro. Because if it's a better iteration of something that I game on and something that I use constantly, then I want the better iteration of that device. So I just wanted to know, because when I read this article, it was very insightful to he gave tips, and it was a good one. He applied for a new credit card, all types of things. It was very insightful in the mindset of an individual making a choice in his gaming hobbies. Me personally, it was no choice. It was, I'm getting that type of thing because I'm a tech dude, right? So again, let me know how you did it. What was up with you? Well, I salute you if you made it this far in the video, and I appreciate you guys being here. Now, I've noticed that I'm a weird guy when I game. My handhelds, I tend to play 16-bit games on it, and I know that's stupid because they're super powerful. But for some reason, my brain is locked into playing like Hades and Double Dragon. Like, okay, so you saw the new Double Dragon, right? The new Double Dragon, I'm downloading it this week. I'm picking it up this week. And I'm downloading it. And all I can think about is playing it on my ROG. Like, seriously. The same way that side-scrolling shooter Eartheon, I cannot wait just to play it on my ROG. And when the Asus Xbox handheld comes out this year, I'm going to get rid of my ROG and I'm going to get that handheld, because I think that handheld is going to be the gold standard when it comes to portable Xbox love, right? And then maybe MSI comes out and probably upstages them, but also then there's the Hewlett Packard version of that handheld, and geez, like I can't wait to see all these versions. But then next year we get the actual Xbox handheld and the Xbox console. So these things are going to be incredible. Now, I do believe that the handheld is going to be out for the Grand Theft Auto 6, and you'll be able to take that thing portable on the go and, dock it and whatever. And then when the hardware releases after the June showcase, sometime in probably October, right before you have what's this thing, Call of Duty, where you're gonna have the Fable, you're gonna have the new Gears E-Day, you're gonna have the Halo remastered, Combat Evolved, you're going to have the new Forza Motorsport. All those games are going to play incredibly on the new Xbox console, and that stuff being released next year, like Fable and stuff like that, Perfect Dark. That is going to be like a killer lineup for the consoles, and the handheld is going to be out first, and then followed by the actual hardware that you're going to put under the TV. These things are going to start pushing Xbox into a different direction. Now, of course, a lot of people stay exactly where they are. Maybe they add Xbox, maybe they don't. Whatever. You can sit down and wait for games to show up if they show up. But Game Pass is where it's at. But again, these pixel art games, these horror games, these games that I got a chance to see today, these games are different. So a lot of times you're watching the streams and watching what I'm putting up, and I look at games that mean something to me. Like, Destiny. Destiny means something to me. Me playing Destiny is incredible stuff. It brings back a lot of memories that I had with my friends and my my brothers and stuff. So listen. We're at a point right now where gaming's at a huge renaissance. I want to know if you're upgrading to the PlayStation 5 Pro. I don't know why you shouldn't. I think you definitely should. I think you should actually hurry up and beat the tariffs before the tariffs hit you. You should hurry up and beat get to where you need to be if you're a gamer. If not, if you're casual, then I get it. If you're not a person that really cares about gaming, but I'm a person that cares about gaming, and I want to game at the highest fidelity. At no point in time when I do want to be left behind. I don't want to be not in the conversation. Always want to be in the conversation. So again, play games, stream games, have fun with games, but also respect the other gamers that are with you. Now, I know you're going to say, King, how are you going to respect the other gamers? And you call PlayStation port begging ponies and chitlin gamers. Don't identify with that. If you identify with that, then you have a mental illness. Me personally, I'm talking about fictitious people. You're not a pony. You're a person. You're a gamer, right? So stop it, right? Stop taking things to heart. I look at the comments that you'll leave, and I find it funny because I needle you. I'm an absolute troll. I'm the best troll out here. Except for my boy Eternal. Eternal's an absolute troll. He's touched. He's touched by God. God has touched him. But I miss my boy Frank. Frank used to show up. Frank doesn't show up anymore. The chat ran Frank away. It sucks. But this is Xbox Frontline News. I got to get back to playing Doom. All I can say, it's incredible, baby. And I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around Doom. Because I have to finish this game or get so damn near close to finishing it, because our review is going up soon. All Iron Lords, all four of us got a copy, and I got a copy for Xbox Frontline News. It means the world to me that because of this channel, I've gained access. Now, I had access before with Xbox, with Iron Lord's podcast, but I decided to step onto the side and fight the fight to get access for myself. to do it on my own. And I did. And then I'm also doing the same with Frontline Gaming Streams. Like, Frontline Gaming Streams is the sister channel to this channel. It's not this channel. So if you're not subbed to Frontline Gaming Streams, I don't know what you're doing. But I stream games there. You can jump in the chat. You can join me. You can play games with me. We could play. And I do it every day. So it's way more interactive than this. This is a video that I record that I premiere later. When I'm live on Frontline Gaming Streams. And my chat and Discord is open. You can jump inside the chat and the Discord and we can play games. But again, if this is your first time finding me, then we're good. But I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around Doom. Because I got to get back to playing it. And I'm going to tell you, like I always tell you, try to play the Game Pass.